Hey Sticks and Hacks, today we got a special treat. I'm going to show you how I use the Par Golf app in simulator mode to record my rounds when I play using GSPro. I like to play tournaments. They've got a great forum on the simulator golf tour that you can join no matter what launch monitor you have. I happen to have a Foresight GC2 with HMT unit that I'll be using today. Why would you use Par Golf to track your simulated golf? Well, in short, the round summary is going to tell you everything you need to know about how you've played and how you can get better. We'll dive more at the end of this video, but what you'll want to see is we've got a full strokes gained analysis, including detailed results on how you drove, how you hit your irons, and what you can do better to improve. So stay tuned for the end to see that full detailed analysis of the round summary. But we'll start by showing you how to track your round with Par Golf and GSPro. So to start a simulator round in the Par Golf app, you start just like you normally would. You hit the play button. In this case, you'll search for the course you're playing. I'm playing Harbor Town for the tournament this week, so I'll search Sea Pines to bring it up. I select the golf course. You select the approximate tees you're playing. I'm going to select the die tees and the round type. In this case, it's a simulator type. It knows that I'm not on the golf course, so it asks if I want to explore or play. I want to play. Today, we're on the 5th hole of Sea Pines at Harbor Town. I'm going to play this as if I do not have an Apple Watch so that you can see just how easy it is to map a simulated round with Par Golf. First thing you want to take note of is where you're teeing off from approximately. I'll look at the mini map on GSPro to kind of remember where I am, roughly 507 yards from the hole. I'll use GSPro to go ahead and let's aim where I want to hit this golf shot. Aim out there at the corner of the dog leg. Oh, and that was skinny and poorly hit, but as they say, a good miss. On the right hand side of the fairway. Doesn't look like I'll be going for this one in 2. But again, Par Golf, I'll go ahead and hit 3 wood here. What's important here is that I remember that my second shot is roughly 270 yards into the hole. If you hit a lot of golf shots or you're not going to be able to remember these numbers, just write them down quickly on a pad that you were 270 yards in the right rough. Oh, and that was toey and not well hit either. That's what happens during these demos, but that's okay. It's always going to be a 3-shot par 5. So now we're in the fairway, 93 yards away. So again, I might want to write down fairway 93 yards so that I don't forget those numbers for editing the hole afterward. I'm going to go right at it, uphill a little bit. Should just be a nice sand wedge. A little short maybe, get a good bounce, perfect. So that's a good shot, leaving us just a little over 15 feet for our birdie. Let's see, a little right to lefter here. I'm gonna aim just a half a cup outside. Oh, and I left it just short, so a 2-putt from 16 feet. So now that we're done with the hole, I know I made a 5. I know what each of my shots did. Now I can put it in the Par Golf app. So we'll hit score. I made a 5. I hit the fairway, actually I missed the fairway to the right, and I had a 2-putt from 15 foot 11 inches. I'll put it into 16 feet. We'll save that. And I missed it short, since I had putt details on. Otherwise it wouldn't ask for that information. Now, you can see in the Par Golf app, it's added placeholder shots. It's added 5 shots. It knows that I missed the fairway. It's put those locations there. So now all I've got to do is drag the shots to where they should be. I like to work from the green backwards. So I had 93 yards from the fairway. And then I had 270 yards from the rough. I was just around this bunker. Boom. And there we go. I can remember where I was on the tee box. I was kind of towards the back of the tee box. So there you go. Just like that, I've marked the hole as it was. And you'll see I'll get all the advanced stats at the end of the round with the Par Golf app. We're done with our round in GSPro, and you can see as I scroll through hole by hole, I have shot-by-shot records of everything that I did in this round of golf. When I exit, you'll see the round summary. The round summary breaks down my golf in great detail for this round, tells me what I did well, what I did poorly, what I can do better next time, even recommends practice and drills to do to improve specific items in my golf game. I did set the course record in simulator mode in par golf. I hit 10 greens. I missed 7 greens due to approach shots and only 1 green due to drives. There'll be more details lower in the round summary. From a strokes gain perspective, this was a good day for me. I only lost 0.2 strokes to a scratch handicap. This was a short, tight golf course. That's a very good result. I lost 0.8 strokes approach. Usually I lose much more than that, so you can see that bar is my typical result. I actually did better than I typically do. And I gained 4.3 strokes putting on a scratch handicap. That's a very good putting day. Now, simulated golf is a little easier to do putting, I'll acknowledge that, but still that's a very good putting day. I made quite a few putts today, which we'll see later in the putting section. The tips section breaks down all of this in great detail to tell me what I did well, what I could work on, but each of those categories, driving, approach, short game, and putting, is broken down in great detail to where at a glance you can see what you did well or what you need to work on. From a driving perspective, I actually did fairly well. When I did miss, I tended to miss right and block it, but my dispersion was quite tight, only missing fairways by around 20 yards, you can see from the left and the right. I averaged 256 yards off the tee, and my long drive was 321 yards. I did have 2 mistakes where I drove into either recovery or sand fairway bunkers, but I drove the ball very well on this day, as the tips will confirm. We'll come back to the suggested drills here in a second, but if I scroll through approach quickly, I can see where I missed left, short, and long and what I did well there, my average proximity being 31 feet. For a short game, I averaged getting it to 9 feet, and I scrambled 77% of the time, a very good short game day. And then scrolling all the way down to putting, I gained 4.3 strokes. I gained strokes from short distances, medium distances, and long distances, making 40% of my putts between 6 and 20 feet. That's a very good day on the greens for me using GSPro. Since I've had putting details on, it'll even track my green reading. I tended to underread the greens. I missed low and I missed short predominantly, so I might take that into account next time when I play similar greens in GSPro. And then impact quality. I had this turned on, so I actually tracked my impact quality after each shot, as you saw in the video. I tended to miss on the toe with my driver. I tended to miss toe and heel with my irons, and I tended to miss fat with my wedges. That's good to know as I work on striking the ball better. One of the key things you'll get out of the Par Golf app, however, is it'll also recommend practice and drills, things to go do to actually improve those areas. So if I scroll back up to the driving section, you'll notice that it recommended that I do impact drills. I just showed you the impact report where I tended to miss driver on the toe. So it's using that information to suggest exactly what to work on. Now I can go get impact tape, or I can go get some foot spray and really work on hitting my driver in the center, which will help me next time. If I scroll down to approach, it's suggesting club selection, as I did tend to miss the greens short. So you can dive as deep as you want to go, track all of your rounds, but it's very simple to do with Par Golf. Track your simulated rounds, get some great analysis of your game so that you can play better golf with Par Golf.